Welcome back to the Code, a safe, warm place, and it is your CEO, Tawansa, and I am here today just to share a dream that I had. I want to call it a dream, but then I also want to say I was astral traveling, okay? So this was very, very, very interesting. When I woke up and I got up, my um I was just like blown away. I was really like blown away. Like, oh my gosh, this dream that I had, I was like, I couldn't wait to tap in with my ancestors and figure out and dissect the dream. Okay. So I had this dream about a while ago. I was at a woman's house and she lived in like high rise, like luxury high rise type of apartments, and it was 3 floors. They were real nice, big and spacious. And so the dream, let's get into the dream, okay? So in the dream, there was a white woman sitting on the top of all of the buildings. And this white woman was sitting on a throne, and she did not belong on the throne. I knew that much. I could just tell the way she was sitting on the throne that she didn't belong on the throne, okay? So it was a white woman. She was sitting on the throne, or European, whatever you want to say. She was sitting on the throne, and it was a bunch of people like lined up going up the high rise building. It was like stairs and stuff. So like they was lined up going up the stairs to her to see this old European woman. Now she was sick. I could tell she was sick. She was bad, and she was frustrated. She was yelling at all the people and was telling them to bring her stuff. Okay? And now I saw some family of mine in the line to bring this white woman's stuff. Now the whole thing was they would bring her stuff and she would give them material things or money, maybe some rings, some jewelry, a car, or something like that. She would give them stuff like that for bringing her stuff. Okay? So, like I said, it was like I wasn't in the dream. I was like that's why I say more so astral traveling, because I was in the dream and I could see everything, but I wasn't physically in the dream. It was like I was behind the scenes watching everything that was going on. Okay, it was just like I was just watching everything. Okay, so somebody, I don't know who it was in my dream, but somebody had brought the woman some 4C coarse hair in the dream. This is a European woman who was sitting on the throne. Somebody had brought her some 4C coarse hair, which is my texture of hair. And they gave her the hair. She took it. She put it on her hair. Now, this is a European. This is a white woman. She put it on her hair and like rubbed and did whatever. And then she held her head down and she started saying something. I don't know. She just started mumbling something and doing something. After she did that, her body started glitching and like shape shifting and transforming to the point where she was no longer even a white woman. Whoever hair that she put on her head, she was like trying to become them type thing. Okay, I'm gonna take it more to a spiritual aspect. It was more of a like a siphon of energy or some type of destiny ritual or something that this white woman was doing. Okay. But it did not take place and it did not work. Okay, so she put the hair on her head, Then she, did her little thing and said whatever she said, and her body started transforming and turning to the point where it was like she was white, then she'll turn black, then she'll be Mexican. It was like a whole bunch of different like scenarios and things where her body would turn and transform. Then it changed back to her, and she was stuck. It was her. It was like whatever she was trying to do, it was not working anymore. And that's why that's why she was frustrated. Okay. That's why she was frustrated. Then somebody in the line brought her some toenails, a toenail. She took the toenail, put it on her toe, did the same thing like she did with the hair. She put it on her toe and she started saying whatever and doing whatever, and her body started glitching again, like she was transforming again. Then it was back to her, like it didn't work. It was like something wasn't right. Okay. In my dream, there was people in my family bringing her stuff. Okay. They was in the line. I noticed that in my dream, that it was people in line in my family going up to this white woman to give her stuff for money and material things. And she would take whatever they gave her, because they was bringing her when I was in my dream while I was astral traveling. I could see them, like when I was like going through the line. In the line, they had any and everything you can think of to bring her. Okay. Like I said, a toenail, some hair. Somebody in the line had cigarette butts. Anything, eyelashes. Anything, fingernails. Anything of somebody else's DNA. Tissue of somebody blowing their nose. This is all the stuff that they had in the line to bring to this white woman. She would then take it, try to do whatever, and transform to be something else. But it was no longer working, okay? It was not working. It was becoming a drought. And that's the message that I got from this, from the dream that I had, is that it's becoming a drought for these big time witches and warlocks, okay? So for a lot of these big time witches and warlocks, it's becoming a drought for them. They can't keep siphoning energy. They can't keep taking people's energy because the people are getting smarter. They're starting to protect their personal belongings as far as their hair. That's why I don't know if I said it in any of my other videos, but I most definitely will say it in this one. That's why it's very important that you protect your hair, protect your personal belongings. Even something that you sweat in. It don't matter if it's a t-shirt, underwear, pants. If you sweat in it, you need to protect it. You know, stuff like all your personal belongings, even a pen, okay? Even a simple pen. I put energy into this pen when I write. So you need to even protect this pen, because the powers that were, the witches and warlocks that are losing their power, they got their power from pens, picking up pens and picking up all type of hair and nails and your unused pads and tampons that you don't do nothing with your blood. So they'll do stuff with your blood if you don't do anything with your blood. Okay? All these little things that I'm speaking of is what they were using for their benefit. But now that we are waking up as one and starting to protect our hair, everything that we own, it's harder for them to mimic, siphon, and shapeshift, okay? that was my dream. Now, after I had that dream, I was scrolling, just checking the news, and there was a witch in the UK who was 92 years old, and she passed away. I think her name was Patricia Crawford or something like that. Don't get me the line. I kind of want to look it up now. But yeah, right after I had that dream, within a week, an old witch who was 92 years old, and she studied the occult and all that stuff. She was Wiccan or whatever. Passed away not too long ago, or excuse me, not too long ago, but not too long after I had the dream. And when I saw the picture, it clicked in my head, because in the dream, that looked like her, but she was down bad. You know, some people, you know, you can get fancy, you can get dressed up and take them little pictures, and that's the moment of the picture. But how you look at that very point of passing away or whatever, that was a thing. Okay. So when I saw her in the picture, I was like, wow, she was pretty, a pretty, you know, pretty European woman. But in my dream, she was sick. She was very, very sick in the dream. Okay. So that was a dream that I just wanted to share. And I just want to tell everybody, keep up the good work. Keep loving yourself. Keep protecting everything that belongs to you. Keep calling your power back. The more you call your power back, the less they can use. Keep your vibrations high. Love yourself. No matter what you're going through, keep your vibrations high. And, you know, see the better day. See the better day. Yes, see the better day. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that little dream. I kind of want to keep this under the 15-minute mark. I hope everyone's doing wonderful. I'm doing great. Yeah, I got a lot on my plate. Oh, my gosh. It's a Golden Corral buffet on my plate, and I just got so much that I need to eat. I got so much that I got to do, get together. But I did make time for this video. I hope you all are enjoying my other prayer videos that I posted. And I am loving them. I really like my other prayer videos. I hope you guys enjoy them as well. Yeah, so I will most definitely keep running still until I see that 100 mil. And I hope you keep running still until you see that 100 mil. No matter what you got going on in life, just keep striving, just keep pushing, and realize that it's so many other people like literally going through the same thing you're going through, if not worse. I literally came to the conclusion of that, you know, not trying to compare myself to anyone, but, you know, I've been mingling and talking to others, and I've came to the conclusion that we are all the same for real. Everybody got their own little thing going on. And like I said, we are all the same. It's how you want to go about it. If you want to think you better than somebody, then I guess go for it if that makes you happy. But at the end of the day, just know that we are all the same, and you will be surprised how many people is literally going through the same thing, fighting the same battles, fighting the same demons, and, you know, trying to win in life. So it was nice to tap in with you all, and I will talk to you later. I hope you enjoy my dream. So in my astral travel, so just know that the powers that were, the high rank witches and warlocks, they're losing their power. So whatever you're doing, keep up the good work, and I'll talk to you later.